So I just heard you're being cracked open. You're being cracked open. And my chest is very tight and heavy. So what I hear, Spirit, and your higher self, there is an opening of your heart chakra. It's as your sternum is being cracked open. And I see, and I've done this myself, the massaging of the heart to let everything, 44 under timer, that which no longer serves your highest and greater good, to be seen and to be let go, to be released. Greetings. Welcome to the Trinity 369 portal. I am Paula G. Welcome on board. So you are being cracked open, especially in this beautiful partial solar eclipse of October 2024. October 2nd, 2024. 222, 4 plus floor, floor plus floor. 4 plus 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. 144 on the timer. And my tongue stutter already, blah, 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 blah. And the reason why I say this is because I hear it's you who has called upon this message, because there has been this it feels as there are many voices in your mind, and it's you wanted to get something started, and when you want to get something started, then you go into this blank. You don't know which way to go. There's a lot of emotion and emotions also coming up, and again, emotions equal energy and motion. So there's been a lot of release happening. Yet you're being guided to sit quietly, meditate, and if you are doing this, continue to doing so. This is a group, like a small group of people that are feeling as they're struggling with focusing. Ideas are not flowing through with ease. It's as all of we are creators, but there's something happening with the star seeds and the light workers and people that have been doing this spiritual work for quite some time, or people that just started or have been doing it for a couple of months already. But this is a group of people that have been doing the work, like very focused on your spiritual work, and you're also creators. There's something with the creative community, and I'm speaking about artists, writers, musicians, painters, anything that has to do with hands-on creativity, music, etc. There is this moment of clarity, yet not being able to focus where to pinpoint, where to go from there, what to do. Suddenly there's this blank. And it's because as you continue 444 under timer, as you continue working on your spirituality, working on in your ascension process, there is this need. Your higher self is indicating the heart. They're showing me the heart chakra. And there's some energy that is coming up too. And I can hardly breathe. So there's some sort of, I can hardly breathe. I can't catch my breath. My chest is hurting. It's the heart chakra. It's either opening or it's been trying to open to let past traumas, life experiences that were pretty dark and painful and hurtful to be released. So when you're sitting in meditation, they're saying when you're in this meditating state, or you're just sitting and having these inner conversations, I see someone sitting under a tree, writing, grounding. When you're having those moments, somebody inspired to play the guitar, and I see writing and playing the guitar as your composer, or lyrics, things like that. There is this creativity, energy flowing. So when you're in those moments, there is some information that comes in. There's a lot of downloads, and there's ideas and inspirations. Then suddenly it gets blocked. Let's say blocked, or then it just kind of 6:44 on the timer, or then suddenly it goes away, and it just, all these ideas come in, but there's one you want to focus on, but you can't even focus on that. So what they're saying is you are being spiritually guided by your inner being, by your higher self, and your entire spiritual team. And lately, yesterday and today, the Arcturians have been pretty active, coming in and assisting me with this process that I've also been asked to share with you because you're experiencing it. And what I hear, and the Arcturians just stepped in, what I hear them saying, we will assist you with this. And this is something that 2:44 on the time, 2:44, 7:44 on the timer, 2:44 might be significant number sequence for you, which is 10, which is one individual. This is about, they will assist you with releasing these, they're calling it also the ancestral traumas. And my heart just pounded really hard, so that is a confirmation, which is on the ancestral generational traumas. There's still some that is happening there that is being shown to you. These thoughts that are coming in that are kind of a negative, low frequency, the old habits, the old patterns of not good enough, doubting your abilities, your talents. It's just doubt. So these are coming up and they're being shown to you so you can release them. So what I hear them saying, remember what we spoke about this morning, Paula. And while I was meditating this morning, and this has been a process for the past, I will say, almost 2 weeks for me, pretty intense, every day going deep, 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 deep. And they have taken me to these several timelines and parallels where there is a traumatic experience, a painful experience, or hurtful experience, a traumatic relationship, a traumatic event, something that occurred that I needed to go and transmute it, alchemize it, kind of either let go of it or change it into a positive outcome. Flip, change that parallel, change that timeline to release that trauma. So that trauma is let go in order for you to continue moving into your spirituality. And this is what your inner being has been guiding you, and this is what they're sharing with me to share with you, to translate for you, and to remind you that it is all part of your healing. It is part of your ascension. It is part of your awakening. We're still going through removing these kind of, I like to call them, it's like a residual energy that is still simultaneously occurring in those timelines, in those parallels. So you have the ability, and you have 1111 on the timer, and you have the assistance of the Arcturians that are, I hear they're here for that. They're assisting us with that. Being able, because the Arcturians have that ability, they can time travel, right? Like all the benevolent beings, but the Arcturians are really well known for that 1144 on the timer. They can just come and go through different timelines, like very, very fast, simultaneously, really fast. So they're saying you have the capability of doing that. You might not know it, or you might be kind of feeling like something happens when you're sleeping, or even during the day. You have these 1212 on the timer. The number sequences are coming in really, really one after another, because that is them reassuring you and reassuring everyone that they're in communication. They're here, they've been here, and they will continue to be here to assist the collective consciousness. Right now, we're talking to you. This is for you. It felt like for a minute that you thought that you were losing your mind, because you felt as if there were other voices in your mind that you didn't recognize. It's happening a lot because the other forces are trying their very best, especially with this solar eclipse to 1313 under timer, to poke people, the star seeds, the light workers, people that have been doing the true deep inner work that you have been focusing so long. You have been so tuned in, tapped in, turned on with your divinity, and especially these couple of 8 months has been pretty intense. They're saying last year it began a year ago, and for others it's been a year and 8 months that this deep, intense taking full responsibility and full accountability for your own spirituality. And now, with these changes that are happening around the world, and all these energies that are being sent from the central sun, this eclipse, eternal source consciousness field, creator source, God, whichever you like to call it, they've been bombarding the earth to awake the masses faster. 1444 on the timer. I hear that there are many relationships ending. And when they say relationship, it's they're showing me an umbrella, everything that falls into this umbrella when it comes to relationships. It could be personal relationships, partnership relationships, business partners, relationships within your family circle, one-on-one relationship with certain people, certain group of people. You are being protected. You're being guided to step back. Step back and allow them do their work, they're saying. Because you need this time to reflect, to go within, and to be protected so you can focus on when you go within and they'll assist you. For example, I was doing meditation, and when they came in, and this is the Arcturians I'm speaking of today and yesterday, but they've been with me always, but very active yesterday and today. They took me to, again, different scenarios, different scenes, and I was able to either let go, remove it, or transmute it, alchemize it into a happy ending. I'm a K-drama lover, I'm a K-pop lover, and I see a lot of K-dramas. And one of the ones that I was also reminded yesterday by another beautiful spiritual influencer on YouTube, they mentioned the Lovely Runner and Twinkle Watermelon. These two dramas, it has to do with time traveling, timelines, and parallels, how they went to those parallels and they changed the outcome of each timeline and each parallels. So they asked me to share that with you because in this small group of people, there's K-drama lovers and K-pop drama lovers. So go check it out. Little Runner, if you have seen it already, you might want to see it again, and Twinkling Watermelon. So this is something that is being asked from you to really focus with this, because this is going to help you. This is going to catapult you in order for you to receive the doors of opportunities that are opening, the positive changes that are coming in, the blessings, the gifts, the miracles, your answer prayers. This is going to kind of charge it so it could be a little faster in order for these opportunities and these positive changes to come in. Because when you alchemize all this and when you transmute all of these traumas that you've had in those timelines, in those parallels, you will know when you sit quietly and you ask for divine intervention and for clarity. And when you're in this breathing in and out and just quietly, you will be receiving which one to go to. And you will know intuitively, and they will guide you through this. They're saying, we will guide you. Trust us and let us do our work, they're saying. And I hear the multi-universes cards want to come in. So they're asking to pull some of the multiverses, the Trinity 369, the Trinity energetic vibrational frequencies, the deeper self, no wonder, is the deeper self, the inner being that have more messages for you. And again, these are cards that I have written with my handwriting because it holds a frequency. And it's funny, my vortex was the first one there. My heart, my vortex. This is where we bring our heart desires. And this is where the vortex then, when you're in that space of receiving and openness, it materializes. So whatever's in your vortex is coming in, yet they're asking you, release that which no longer serves you in those timelines. And they're showing me again the inner child. The inner child. Once you do that, they will show you. What they're saying is, we will show you the way. Faith and trust, they're saying. Faith and trust in your inner being, in your higher self, in the multiverses, and of course, in our divine benevolent beings of our soul groups, because there are soul groups, over souls as well. And Mother Gaia as well, of course, and Mother Ocean, Mother Luna, Father Ra, Spirit Wind. Let's see what we have for this beautiful bottom of the deck, the tower tumbling down. Yes. And this is what it feels within, because everything is crashing inwards and outwards. And we are also feeling those emotions of those relationships or circles and seasons, and also what's happening as empathic beings that you are. You're also feeling it. And you also, because as a beautiful divine being, you triggered some people and they're not happy and they're talking about you, and you're also receiving and feeling and sensing those emotions that they're feeling, and the thoughts, the frequency of those thoughts and those words. You're also feeling that 2222, you're picking up on those energies and on those frequencies. So they're saying cleanse, ground, and sage, and Palo Santo, and they're saying some sort of spray which with an aroma, lavender, also Palo Santo. 2244 under timer. Rebirth. It feels like a rebirth because again, I hear is an ego death, right? That which it's the old habits, the old negative belief system is tumbling down, is crashing, and is still coming up. Some of that residual, some of that stuff is still coming up. There's certain things that you felt that, oh, I already solved that, I'm good with that, but it's coming up. There's still something, some work to be done. Doubt, and that makes you doubt. Again, this is a confirmation what we spoke about. If the thoughts of doubting yourself, doubting your abilities, doubting which way to go, doubting should I do this, should I do that, doubting of your messages, your intuition, there's a lot of doubts about that. Cluster of souls. There's a cluster of souls I hear that will be coming in, and this is your cluster of souls. We are your community, we are your tribe, but there's a new cluster of souls that are coming in that are true authentic souls. True authentic souls, friends. It could be one person too, but it's a cluster of souls. Orbs. You might be seeing orbs, and orbs is a plasma energy that looks like a little ball. It could also be the guides, it could be loved ones from spirit realms. Also, you can see them as orbs. You might be seeing them on this, like your peripheral vision, like on the side or even in front of you, kind of floating. I am my own twin flame. You've been asking for your twin flame to come up. First, you need to continue working on yourself, and you are your own twin flame. When your flame, when the fire within you is activated because you're truly trusting in yourself and in that intuition and in your higher self, that soul that is matching your frequency will show up as a flame. But you are your own twin flame. You are your own flame. Ringing in the ears. You might be getting a lot of ringing in the ears. Those are your spirit guides, your loved ones from spirit realms, communicating with you. And that's why they're saying when you sit quietly and when you hear the ringing in the ears and you ask for clarity, you might receive it in your mind's eye, in dreams, in visions, in premonitions, in deja vus. So pay attention to the ringing in the ears. And they're saying the number sequences are pretty big. Write them down. The clues are there. The hints are there. The messages are hidden within. 369 breathing. There is the 369 breathing they're saying while you're connecting with this meditation process. The breathing, the 369 and release, 369 and release. We're saying to look it up. It's also the Nikola Tesla method as well. Your inner being speaks. Your inner being is speaking to you loud and clear, and that's why they asked us to come on board and to talk to you, because this message is for you. This message definitely for you. Conscious. You're becoming more conscious, and when you're doing this work that they're asking you to do, which is transmuting and alchemizing these timelines, these parallels with these traumas, you will become more connected with your consciousness. And when you become more connected with your consciousness, your inner being becomes louder and more connected, and you can feel your divinity, divine power more and more and more. You become more clear. You're clear, but there are moments that we go into this space of, okay, let's go within and breathe because there's too much noise outside. Stargazing. Stargazing. You've been looking up, asking for contact and for connection and communication. They say, we're already here. We're already here. They don't show themselves because it is not the moment to do that. And also for you in particular, and for many of you, it's in the spiritual contract that you decided, don't show yourselves to me until I'm in my divine power, and that I know that all the lessons that I needed to learn, the spiritual journey that I needed to take, that I'm in this space, that I will be very ready to do so. But they're always with us. They always show themselves in many different ways. You might be seeing them, but yet again, remember, use your own discernment. Follow your own intuition and ask. Ask for a name, ask for the name of a planet or a constellation. What is their intention? If they don't have an answer for you, it is not them, because they will not intervene. Even if we ask them to divinely intervene, they will not show themselves. They will not intervene until they're asked. And if when they do it in a very particular way, in number sequences and signs and messages. And when you're watching like these channels that we bring these messages, that you might be resonating with them. Again, if it resonates with you, keep it. If it doesn't, then you put it to the side. This is the message for you today. I hope it brings you clarity, peace of mind, body, and soul. And again, you are so very much loved and cared for, and highly and heavenly protected. There's so much love for here. There's so much love for here. There's so much love for you here. Authentically yours, polarity.